Force yourself to be honest. That is the secret formula to success. Let me explain. Let's say you're talking about a specific topic for 2 or 3 minutes. In every moment that you're talking about the thing, you're making an instantaneous decision on what to accept in your brain, whatever thoughts it's producing about that topic, and then speak it out loud, right? So this is very quick and it's very hard to notice if you're not paying attention to it. But even when I'm talking to you guys through these videos, it's not like I have to literally force myself to say exactly what I'm thinking. In a video, I think I talked about if you're going through a specific like stressful period in your time, you should do this, and that. But an example that popped into my head is let's say if you're going through a stressful relationship, right? For some reason, I didn't want to say that out loud. For some reason, I didn't want to acknowledge that because I was talking about having a stressful job or starting a business, but that's the authentic thought that my brain produced that I related most to. But I felt like if I started talking about stressful relationships, people would, count me in as that fucking relationship guru, which I'm not trying to be. But that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is, for me specifically, I'm making these videos. This blueprint of me on YouTube right now on this channel is the most raw, authentic, honest version that you'll see on the internet. And it's doing myself a disservice by producing something that is not authentically, honestly the truest thing about myself. So that example I gave was just one example, but the point I'm trying to make is when you are making decisions, when you are talking to yourself throughout the day, when you're trying to go chase your dreams, you get a choice in accepting the honest truth, which your brain will always produce. It's your job to accept it or not and say it out loud, right? So if you make the choice not to say it, you are actually doing yourself a disservice, right? Not being brutally honest, especially with yourself, is the number one reason why you're not growing. Is the number one reason why you're not moving at the pace that you are. Right now, if I were to be brutally honest with myself, I would tell myself that I said I was going to do this side thing while I am working a full-time job. Have I put every single hour of free time into that side hustle that I could have? The answer, the brutally honest answer, is no. I have spent time towards it and I am working towards it, but have I truly put every single hour of my free time that I could have to that side hustle? No, I haven't, right? That's the honest truth, but that's the truth that you have to tell yourself, and then you accept it. Okay, I did this wrong. Now, how do we change? To get to that how do we change part, you really need to accept that brutally honest truth. But if you're never honest with yourself, if you can't tell yourself you're getting fat when you're actually getting fat, you're not going to go to the gym. If you tell yourself my business is going well while it's staying stagnant, your business will not grow. Not being brutally honest with yourself is the biggest disservice that you can do to your goals, to your family that depend on you, to your friends, to just but most importantly, just to yourself, right? And it's like, why do we do that? I know it's uncomfortable to hear that thing, but then you have to decide what's more important: staying comfortable within your own skin, or growing and then feeling that comfortableness later when you achieve that goal. That's something you have to decide. And I think that's one of the main things, main qualities about myself. Early on in life, when I would not filter out my thoughts, I would just say things out loud, and I'm very glad to have good friends who always understood me for what I said and not taken any offense to it. Now I have a little bit of thinking process when I'm saying things to other people, because I noticed that when I'm being brutally honest with other people, they tend to get a little bit offended, some people that don't know me. But it's just a practice of me being honest with myself, right? I think that guy was looking at me. I'm stuck in traffic. See, that thought alone right now, I did not want to say that to be uncomfortable on video, but I just popped into my head. If I can't do this every time, I make videos, then it's a disservice to myself, to you guys who watch these videos. You'll not believe me. At a certain point, if I make 10 videos where it's scripted and it's like I'm trying to talk about the thing and be a preacher, you'll see through it. Every single second. It's like if I'm making something up, you'll see through it. That's why I drive and record, because it's very hard, even if you don't see it right now in the video, psychologically, you know, driving and speaking, you really have to like be honest and say what you're thinking in the moment, because you can't do two things very accurately at the same time. You have to spend your attention on the road. I don't even know if I'm doing this shit is legal or not, but that's a topic for another day. But yeah, I hope this video helped, and please do yourself a favor and be honest with yourself. Thank you for watching.